with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Coach Jones told me pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Warhawks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense to go on the attack first. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
From the gun, it's Hatchett. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Red Wolves moving quickly to the line.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Looking for space, it's Westbrook. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Let's take just a second here on the Warhawks. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Barrett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Straight ahead, it's Hatchett. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to pass. It's Rivers. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for room. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On the move, it's Westbrook. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Left side is Jackson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Finds his target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle, and you could...
Makes a catch. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Warhawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Warhawks. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Running inside. It's Hatchett. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using his legs, it's Westbrook.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Jackson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down. Offense in a bunch formation. Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Left side is Stevens. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Hatchett. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get started. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Second and long here. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They're all over him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Looking downfield, it's Graves. Rush is on. He just tossed that one out of bounds to avoid the sack. The turnover, you've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, ULM Monroe. They'll try to add another to their list. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is in tight.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Westbrook. They put the brakes on it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Warhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Might as well give it to him again. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They're going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And how about this tight end finding that soft spot after the play action froze him?
It's tough to do sometimes for these tight ends to kind of find zone defense and find the areas they need to work and make sure that they've got that communication with the QB. But these two right now are on the same page.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. And the Red Wolves want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Snags it. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Warhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Graves. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quickly complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
It's caught downfield. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's not. But what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wants to throw it. Look out. Being chased. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fields the punt. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Sells the run, looking to pass. Took a shot as he threw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Graves. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Jackson. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Warhawks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. One more snap coming before halftime. It'll be a draw. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a two-possession game. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Dead center perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Michigan State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's now 4 W's on this season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now over to your game inside Malone Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Red Wolves will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the return, it's Evans. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now, in this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Red Wolves head coach told me at the half, their quarterback has to be better. The turnovers in the first half are the story of the game. The quarterback is struggling, and they believe that he can get it together and be more protective, protect the ball, and not put his wide receivers in jeopardy. They did run the ball well in the first half. We'll see if they rely more on the ground game so the quarterback can gain his composure. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Red pass, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Under pressure. Lets it fly on the move. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. This will be the fifth kick of the night. Making his first move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dad.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The Warhawks have a lot of options on second and inches. On play action. Out wide right, it's Callahan. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play. Catch and run.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the Warhawks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Sets his feet. It's Graves. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown! Touchdown, Warhawks! And the pummeling has started. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll move the wide receiver. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Couldn't set his feet.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Drops back. It's Rivers. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Red Wolves in a good spot here with second and short. Sticks it in his belly. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Luke. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
In the backfield, it's Barrett. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Rush right in his face. Makes the catch. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gray. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They were all over it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
To the air, it's Graves. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Back's got it on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill, you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't...
It's a fumble on the play. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll move the tight end. The fake wants to throw. Fires to the right. Just barely got rid of it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Graves. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And 3rd down and short is exactly what you'd expect from this offense. Balls out quick, fast, and in a hurry. How about the defense, man? Tight coverage, understanding 3rd and short, and they sit on that route and make a nice play.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Motion from the wide receiver. Got to make the play on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the run, it's Westbrook. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Arkansas State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Going over the top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. To the air, it's Rivers. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Gray. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he added the extra point. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game against them.
He's past the sticks. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
No. Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did.
Makes the grab in their space.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Finds his man. Touchdown, Warhawks! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. Hits inside, it's Luke. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Draw play, it's Gray. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got him on the RPO. Quick spin on the run. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Barrett. He makes the stop at the 48. For a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here we go, ready, go. Snowed under by the defense. 2nd and long here. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it on the counter. There he goes. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Red Wolves kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Red Wolves come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.